And we're live. Hey, hey, y'all.
All right, hold on.
Hold
Put on the headphones, or just hold them up to your head.
What headphones?
These headphones right here.
Oh.
All right. Damar, can you come here and push one button? You push that button.
What are you guys up to?
Push that button. Hold on, no. Did you get music? All right. How is this? So then I can do this and fade you down.
Oh, and then I could do my intro.
Yeah, we can do that. All right. Is this applause?
It is.
All right. I don't. What's this one?
Nada.
None. Okay. What is that? Push that one. Hold on. Nothing? Oh, I'm sorry. Push that one.
Laughter.
Laughter. Okay. So push that one.
Wah, wah, wah.
That one Grandpa's going to use a lot. This one.
Oh, like a drum beat, like
Okay.
a
Hold on.
joke.
This one. Hold on. Hold on. What is that?
Dee 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 dee. Like, is that supposed to be like Twilight Zone?
I don't know. Okay. Turn that one off. This one. Not yet.
Birds chirping?
Birds. Okay. Turn that one off.
Or is that supposed to be crickets? Oh, that like magical fairy.
Okay. So there you go. So, are we live? We are live.
We are live.
So now we got music playing. No. Keep the music playing. Hold on. I'll tell you when.
Oh my God, you guys. The male folks are over here doing that.
Damar discovered it while I was playing, while I was adjusting everything.
Oh.
Apparently I got it started. Thank you. Perfect. Good job.
I asked you to add sound effects. You said you didn't like them.
I didn't know. Nope. We're leaving that on because that's Grandma's microphone.
Did I put on Do Not Disturb?
Okay.
Good
nope. We're all done.
you guys.
Okay. Go
That
ahead.
is an awesome surprise.
Have your,
Thank you.
Have your popcorn.
Yeah, have a seat, Pop. The Grand is here, so we'll see how long we last. Let me get this camera set up.
We are very antsy right now.
I know. No nap today.
What? My soda?
Okay.
No, you cannot
He has
have my
juice
soda.
in his thing.
You got
There's a
juice, dude?
Box
Yeah.
and a cup of juice. Hey, you guys. Hey. Sorry, y'all.
You got juice. You got juice in
That's
your
like y'all
hand.
coming in on the inside conversation over here. How are y'all doing? So tonight, you guys, I saw Sonnet from Sonnet's Garden Bloom, and she went picking and she found like this rusty metal pocket. And I remember that I've been holding on to this oatmeal thing. So we're gonna use this to make us a cheater pocket because the aluminum cans are cool, but they're also hard to smash. So we're gonna make a cheater one. You want to say hi? You just can't. Now, y'all think he's all cute. He's saying hi to y'all. He's saying hi to himself because he can see himself in there. You say hi?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Hi.
Okay. No, you can't stay because Grandma has to work.
Yep.
Go back
You're
over there
over here
with
with
Grandpa. Thank you.
No.
Who's this?
No, Damar, no. So, let's say hi to everybody before.
Right now we're looking at ourselves.
Oh, okay.
All right. Oh, and I just heard him yell.
Yeah.
All right, so I can take this off.
So I'm gonna remove the bottom and smash this, you guys. While oh wow, my camera's in the way. That's not good. Let me.
All right, I am going to set myself up so that. All right, I'm going to say hello to everybody. Then I'm going to take a break for a second.
You're gonna take a break
For a second.
There's no breaks.
Well, because I'm going to set up
I'm kidding, baby. You don't have to keep the
one
information.
device so I could check two things at once.
Oh, okay.
So that somebody can use my phone to, quote, watch kitties.
I see.
Because if I don't do that, there's going to be a lot of no.
So I'm just pushing this bottom out, you guys, and then I'm gonna smush the bottom. And I brought my stapler from my desk. And you guys, I have like a special stapler. It actually makes it easy to staple because you guys know about my hands. You guys have heard it over and over again. So this is one of those staples that actually makes it easier to staple. So while I'm stapling, baby, you can be saying hi to everybody.
All right, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. But let me get the man set up here first. Okay,
This is a lot easier than smashing an aluminum can.
There you go. Perfect. You're welcome. All right, on YouTube, we have Felee Brown from Santa Barbara, Vicky Moore, Maid on Maple Lane saying high tech. Oh, you didn't want to be here 10 minutes ago. Redeemed, are we getting technical? Yes. It was bad. It was bad. Grandpa was panicking, and it didn't help that DeMar was literally pushing every button at the same time. Wendy Kramer, Jean Higginbotham from Issaquah, Washington, and she says, hi, DeMar, and Butter Roll Boutique. So, I'm going to
Oh man,
sign
my plans are being
out
foiled
of
over here.
YouTube. Man, you just spitting stuff all over me. What the what? You find that funny. There you go. Okay, but you got to sit down. Okay. All right. On Facebook, we have Janet Taylor Borgers watching us and the Olympics. Cindy Ledsome, Chris Schmidt says, evening Royce, David, and everybody love the sound effects.
Good evening.
You can do it. You know how to do it. Beverly Burr is in Texas. Angie Champagne says, how's the baby?
She is perfect.
Tony
I
Baldessaro
haven't seen her all
Webb.
week because I've been swamped, but she's perfect.
Celestine Todd. Celestine, not Celestine.
Hey,
Celestine.
Celestine. I hope you, girl. I'm so sorry about whatnot the other night.
Oh, we'll get into that in a second. Angie
Well, I
Champagne
know, but
says
she had a
hello.
hard time. She was trying to bid and she wasn't able to.
I know. Madonna Frazee Rap says hi, DeMar. Angie said
Hey,
hi,
Madonna.
DeMar. Barbara Whistler Garrell says hello from Colorado. Rima Becerra, Memory Williams. Pam
Hey,
Watson watching from New Harmony, Indiana. Avo Goldsmith Chester. Chris Schmidt says, DeMar, you have a beautiful smile. Angie Champagne says the auction was fun. We'll talk about that in a second. Jill McCrary, Martha Fishburne Brooks from Southwest Washington. Angie says add hot glue.
That's what I'm going to do, Angie. I'm over here looking for some extra hot glue guns while we speak.
And Flea and Ken are on here on Facebook as well. Beautiful day in Santa Barbara. Pamela Crossman from Sun City, Arizona.
She's
Let's
right up
see.
the road.
Yes, ain't gonna play Sun City. That was Artists Against Apartheid. That was their song. Remember when all the artists got
Yes.
together to raise money? What was it?
We Are the World.
We Are the World and
We Are
Do They
the
Know It's
World.
Christmas?
Oh,
That was
yeah.
the English
I remember
one.
That one too.
And the one against apartheid was Artists Against Apartheid. And Little Steven from the E Street Band did the song, and it's Ain't Gonna Play Sun City. Claudia Bermudez, I love that song too. Claudia Bermudez from California. All right. Okay,
Okay, you guys, I'm pulling out the big guns now. Why do I feel so close?
So we all right. While you're doing that, should I mention that we had what apparently was a successful
Let's
whatnot?
do this really quickly.
Oh, okay.
Good evening, everyone. If you are new, my name is Royce Hunt Bell. The voice you hear behind the camera is my husband, David Bell, and together we make up Roycycled, the treasure. And the little voice you hear behind is our grandson, who's hanging out with us tonight. So hopefully I can make it through the whole project, y'all. We'll see what happens. We're gonna try. Grandma packed a big old bag of snacks. And I mean, there's chips and graham crackers and popcorn and apple juice, and we'll see what happens.
Well, right now we're on our second burst of energy
Yes.
because we just started kindergarten,
And no naps.
and so we're not napping, so we can go to bed at a good hour. And Grandpa took him out this afternoon, and we almost fell asleep.
Oh,
Grandpa had to work hard to keep him awake. So this is second burst.
this is our second burst of energy. Well, there's no naps at school either.
That's the point.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So that's a big transition for little people.
I was trying to get us to kind of smooth them into that early, and Dad and Mom were having none of it because they like quiet time when there's a
Yes.
nap.
Naps are for parents.
Yes.
Grandparents too, I'll be honest.
And they were like, yeah, no, it's no big deal. Okay, guys, I'm just telling you, it's going to be a rough first week. All right.
You know what, Rima? They started school earlier this year, so our school district recognized that during COVID, there was a lot of loss as far as the kids. And being off for a summer for a long time, the kids generally lose a lot of what they learned through the school year. So they're going to school early, but they have like a 2-week spring break. They have a 2-week fall break. So they're basically just breaking the school year up rather than having like a really long summer.
Correct. There's a 14-day break. I think it's 10 school days, but 14 days in the fall, in the winter, and in the spring.
Yeah. So it's kind of a modified year-round schedule. They still get a summer break, though. It's just
But
not
yes,
as long.
they start very early. Not all of our
Hey,
schools.
Pickens Craft. I got my paint. Thank you so much. I'm going to be donating that to our local senior center, so they'll have paint for a long time. Well, maybe not a long time, but they'll have those colors I picked were perfect for fall.
All right, so what are we doing tonight?
So we are making a fall, we're going to make a wall pocket. So right now, well, every year it feels like there's a trend where you take cans and you smash the bottom and then you decorate them and you make like a pocket. The trouble is, for a lot of people, they don't necessarily have like the equipment to smash the can. So this is a way to cheat, is to use cardboard. And once we get it decorated, no one will ever know.
And it should be noted, I know we promised that we would be doing.
I looked for something.
I know, and that's what I want to explain.
Grandpa, can you fix it, please?
It's what he wants.
I understand, but how?
I know, that just came out of nowhere.
I know.
Let's sit down.
Oh, you were saying he's doing it, so I go correct it.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I can help myself.
You want a chip? Sure.
So I'm waiting for my glue to get hot so I can glue that. But we're gonna paint this. I guess we can paint this while we're waiting for our glue to warm up. We'll start painting because we don't have a ton of time. So this is my plan, you guys. We're gonna paint this, and I have several decoupage papers here. I have the spring. I want to say this is the spring masterboard decoupage paper, and there are a lot of little yummy bits in here. But I was looking for something that could be fall, like this little piece here could be fall, right? I put them back that way. I don't have them.
Oh, I got 'em.
And then there's also the pressed flower masterboard, which I worked so hard on this design. I thought you guys would love it more, but and I thought maybe I could pick a butterfly or something out of this one because I want to make my pocket fall. And then I saw these two birdies, and I thought maybe I could use these two birdies, and I can just cut this stamp out and move it where I want it. And there's also a little like cluster of mushrooms on this one, and this is just a piece that's left over from the fall botanical masterboard. And I thought these little guys would be cute. But I'm gonna show you guys today. Often when you guys come on, I'm always decoupaging like a whole thing, and I thought it would be fun to show how you can just use a piece of the paper on your project and you don't have to decoupage the whole thing. I also have my pinchers, so I can pinch a hole in here and we can run some rusty wire through it. And for handles, I'm thinking we can hot glue two spools together to create a handle for it. And I was thinking, I have all these spools, you guys, and I have a lot more. And I think these might go up on WhatsApp on Friday, babe. Not all of them, but some of them. Like we did the tile. Make some little baggies of these to raffle up on whatnot. Because I have like a big old thing of these, but these are just some of them. But I'm gonna glue these two, and we'll have a handle to put over the wire. What do you guys think? I think that's gonna be cute. So those are all the plans. We will see if we can get through all of them tonight. I don't know if we can, but we'll try.
I am experimenting. So the headphones are on, so I know what the sound effects are. Royce has wanted sound effects for so long.
I have. He told me no. The grandson wants it, and then all of a sudden it's an option.
Well, he discovered it because Grandpa was pushing every button,
Trying
and apparently
to figure out.
I activated all the sound effects
Oh.
because they weren't there before. So
We'll have to
All
put
right.
some little tags on there so you know what's what.
yeah, Yeah, I'll need that because I'm pushing right now and I don't know. This is laughter? Yep. All right, and applause. All right, there we go. Okay.
So what is everybody up to? So is everybody watching the Olympics? I haven't really been watching. I've been watching the highlights, but I haven't like watched. I usually like to watch gymnastics, ice skating. I know my son's watching basketball. And my husband's not watching anything because he has no interest.
I was a sports writer for 7 years.
You're done. They broke you?
Yeah, if I'm not getting paid to do it, I'll watch football or hockey. I will. But neither are in this Olympics, so no. Karen Moyer says, I personally like the paper cardboard boxes better than the cans. I have made them, but the cardboard is just so much easier and lighter.
It is. And it's lighter. That's another thing, too. And it's so much easier than the aluminum can.
And Shannon Booth says, is it still possible to get these papers?
Yes. Your retailers still have these papers. I can't guarantee everyone has them in stock, but yes, you can still get the papers.
Susan Stocking says she wants to watch soccer. I'll watch professional. I don't particularly care about Olympic soccer, which is basically the same as like World Cup.
Yeah.
Kind of, but...
Do the pros play in the Olympics for soccer too?
Yeah. Mary Beth Martin says, love the master boards, all of them. So can I say something real quick?
I don't know. What are you going to say?
Simone Biles is up next according to Painted Geranium.
You know, there are some people that are just born to do what they do, and I just feel like she's one of them.
You are rattling. That thing rattles.
It does. It rattles. I think there's probably a little piece of something in there.
Oh, okay, because I'm hearing it come through the mic.
Oh, really?
For those of you, I want to get you excited. I've seen some of the new papers. That may or may not be coming soon.
They'll be coming soon.
That may be coming soon. They are.
Soon. I'm actually going to be posting photos inside of the retailers group this week. And then I just, manufacturing has become so iffy that until I get the notification that it's on the way, I'm just not starting anything.
Claudia Bermudez says, Sonnet's box is brilliant. I'm able to use your paper, and I'm obsessed.
Those are fun to make because I get to make them for a smaller group. I love making the papers for everyone, but it can be a little stressful making papers for everyone.
Ooh, check this out. Shannon Booth's daughter is in Paris right now.
Ooh.
Her boyfriend's sister is on the U.S. women's field hockey team. All right.
Really? That is cool.
Well, now we have a connection. We love field hockey.
I know, right? Now we love field hockey.
Field hockey's rough, man. Those girls are tough. They're not playing with wiffle balls.
Any sport. I mean, honestly, all of it takes dedication and practice and time and endurance, like all the things, right?
Flea says, Royce, did you ever put a hook on your workstation to hang your heat it tool?
I have not, Flea. I need to. Every time I pick it up off the floor, I think about you. Because when I go in the house, my mind just forgets about what I was doing in here. I'm very compartmentalized. It's so weird. I think it's from working in social services for so long. Because you had to leave stuff at work. Otherwise, you would just go crazy.
I used to watch boxing. I loved boxing in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I want to watch? I want to watch breakdancing. I'm curious. It's new this year.
So for everybody, if you have Peacock, watch it. Kevin Hart and what's his name from SNL?
As soon as you asked me, I forgot. Yeah, Keenan.
Keenan, I can't think of
I don't
Keenan's
know,
last
because his name was Keenan Kell for
Keenan
so long.
and Kel, yeah, exactly.
But I can't think of his name alone.
Yeah, Keenan and Kevin Hart are doing highlights, which aren't really highlights.
Yeah.
It's an excuse for them to just make fun of things. And Royce was crying. She was laughing so hard at the first one. So if you can get it, I recommend it.
I posted a picture. Everybody noticed that Kevin's feet were not touching the ground. You couldn't even see his feet.
Take a drink.
You gonna be all right over there? You gonna make it? Okay.
Life does not exist if we don't make noise, apparently.
No, he is the center of the universe. Don't you know?
Quick reminder, if you're on YouTube, we would appreciate it if you would hit the thumbs up, if you would place a comment and subscribe. You can also hit the bell for notifications. You can customize your notifications so you only get from the channels you want. If you want them from all the crafting channels, you can set it up. If you only want one or two, you can do that too. It helps the channel, it helps grow the channel, and when the channel grows, we all grow. I don't know that we all grow, but I thought I'd say that.
We do.
On Facebook, Keenan Thompson, thank you, Chris Schmidt. On Facebook, share it, please, and hit an emoji, pick whichever one you like.
You're supposed to pick an emoji each week, babe.
That's the game. I am on an old tablet. I have literally 7 emojis to choose from. And there have been, whenever I've said it's dealer's choice, I see things I've never seen before.
Oh, that's interesting.
all you Apple iPhone people, or
yes, Ari, this is cardboard. Yes.
But
they're still like,
watching.
I think the surprise emoji would be fun. That one.
All right, the surprised emoji.
That's the emoji for tonight.
Okay, there you go. Ari Nana is watching. Can you say hi, Ari Nana?
So if you're coming on late, we're gonna make a wall pocket, but instead of using a real can, we are using an oatmeal box.
The one time he doesn't talk is when I ask him.
That's how it works, don't you know?
See, I'm seeing, all right, what do we got here? We got gymnastics. We got a talk to the hand emoji. See, I don't get these things.
Oh, well, they're just doing, you have like pages and pages of options, baby. I mean, you think about it, you have hearts, you have all the different happy faces. Now, you only have 5 on Facebook, but you have all kinds of different ones like on your
on my
emoji
phone.
pad.
Yeah, on my phone,
yes.
But I didn't know I could put them in here, so.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, Penny.
So,
hey, Cindy.
We were at the warehouse this weekend getting everything ready.
Yes, we are. I know we're not.
You said you're gonna debut to retailers.
Yeah, I'll be debuting to retailers this week.
Yeah.
I'm
not giving away any secrets.
I know. We still have more inventory that we need to get to the warehouse though before.
You sure? You gave me a look like what you gonna do.
I know, because my retailers will be texting. I'll be having messages when I get off right now. Are the new papers gonna be in? It's probably gonna no, because once we get them, you guys, we still have to fold them and package them. So it takes us a little bit. So we've gotten the first little run of them, but we still have more. Because if I list just those, they'll be gone in like an hour.
Ari
so we don't wanna do that.
Ari says I do have all these on my keyboard. I'm telling you, Ari, I am on an old tablet. The Flintstones use this tablet. There's a little bird chipping away on here.
I gotta tell you, we were on a call with my membership on Tuesday morning, and they were advocating for you, David, to get a new tablet.
I'm waiting for Verizon they did it once and we didn't take advantage of it, where it's literally trade in any iPhone. Doesn't matter if it worked, doesn't matter how old, and you can get a new iPhone and a new tablet for free. Because every time we trade something in, if we want to upgrade, it's like, and add a new line.
I know.
And it's like, I don't want to add a line. Yeah, no. So I'm waiting for that
all my
one.
lunch money with the 2 lines we have.
Yeah.
Although the
3.
kids say
we have 3 lines.
We have 3. The kids say the more lines you have, the more you save. I don't know if that's true or if that was just a bargaining chip to get them on our line.
I think that's exactly what that was.
Okay, this is just an oatmeal box, you guys. We're gonna make a pocket. It was taking my glue gun a little bit to warm up, so I figured we'd go ahead and paint. And I'm gonna go ahead and try to glue this. My staple did not work. It worked on the small one. So this is just some regular hot glue. So we're gonna see if the hot glue will work, and then we'll staple for extra reinforcement. And I love making the wall pockets, but I have to get George to smash my hand with a clamp. And I just figured a lot of my people don't necessarily have a George or a workbench with a clamp. So this is a nice, easier alternative to having to do all that business. Or have to try to hammer it down.
Jane Belanti Arts said she was wondering what you were making. Thank you for explaining.
Hey, Jane. That's what I was watching this morning, babe.
Oh, okay.
He's probably wondering, what are you doing? I'm like walking through the house, Jane, watching you this morning.
Karen Moyer, my daughter says the same. She has a business account and then both her kids and her husband. And Ari Nana. It's Ari Nana.
It's Ariana.
Ariana says that's one big glue stick.
It is, Ariana. They go faster than you think, so you want to make sure you have enough. Oh yeah, the glue did work. You know, hot glue has gotten a lot better. I remember back in the day, I'd hot glue something and it would never stay.
Brendan Nagosek says gymnastics, horse jumping, and soccer are my jam at the Olympics.
Oh yeah, I like track and field too. Those girls are too fast. I'm tired just watching them. Can I just say that?
I will say,
I believe America won the 1x1 relay, didn't they?
they haven't done those yet.
That? Okay.
That was just qualifiers.
Oh, that was just qualifiers.
Oh Lord, you are just popping and locking over there. I'm turned your mic off just until you're done with that because that was rough. It was. So I'm the only one that they can hear. So for everybody, until she's done with her stapling, this last Friday we did an auction on Whatnot. Some of you were there. Celestine. I will get it right. I promise, Celestine. Celestine was there and had trouble, which, by the way, I'm on her side. I had trouble the first time I used it, and this most recent time, it made me re-up my password. So you're not alone.
Yeah, and I think if you do it on your phone, it's easier, even though you can't see. Maybe your tablet would be a nice kind of middle of the road. I did find when I stapled it a little higher, you guys, it stapled a little easier. And I know we can still see them, but we're not going to worry about it because we have some molds over here. So we're going to use some molds to cover up these staples.
So anyway, I wanted to say we had an auction. Mostly it was maker stuff.
Yes.
Stuff that you guys would love. Because
did you turn me back on, baby?
I did.
Okay. Well, that's what it's always going to be. Well,
I still think you should have some stuff you've made.
I did some stuff I made.
I think you should add a few more things. Just a few.
Yeah.
Because there are some people that want it, and Royce is mad at me because I suggested that she autograph something, and something that somebody won, they said, yes, would you please autograph it? I think she should.
Yeah, I'm going to because she asked me to, but
all right.
I would have never.
I'm muting you again while you staple. So we had a good time. We're going to do it again this Friday. And I think, do you now, well, I'll ask your question after you're done. So I'll ask my question. Would you guys know of anybody or be interested, like if you have a significant other, be interested in comic books and action figures? Because I would go in under Royce's and just do one of those. But only if people are interested. If they're not, I'm not going to waste people's time. I wouldn't do it in the middle of Royce's. That's not fair. Because that's two different audiences.
We could take a break and do it in between. That's the best way to do it, babe.
You think?
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. This will be the week for me to go to my storage because I don't have any nighttime stuff.
Oh, that's good to know.
So, but anyway, we did it. We're on Whatnot. It is an app. Download it. It doesn't cost you anything. And if you don't want to buy anything, just hang out.
And you know what, babe? I posted. Can you do me a huge favor? You can't do it, can you? You can't go to the Facebook page. Ari Sanchez, are you still watching?
If I go to the Facebook page, it's going to drop me out of
know.
this. Yeah.
Ari, are you still watching, Ariana? Let's see, because if Ariana, if you're still watching, or anybody who's watching, if you guys can do me a huge favor, on my Facebook page, Roycycled Treasures, I posted earlier this week a thank you to everybody for watching the show, and I posted a link. And if you use that link to register your WhatsApp, you'll get $15 to spend. And you don't even have to spend it on mine. You can spend it on any auction.
And it's not like $15 if you match $15 like those gambling websites. You know, we'll give you $250. Yeah, for you depositing $500.
No, it's just $15 that you get to spend on an auction.
It's a credit that you get once you're in. There you go. And you can spend it anywhere, and that could be all you spend.
Oh, Pamela, that's a good idea. She said toilet paper rolls are fabulous, using magnets on the back to hold them to metal surfaces. That sounds fun. And so I'm leaving this little plastic piece on the top so it could hold the form, but it's kind of not cooperating. But I don't want to take it out because I do want the top to hold its form.
Marcy Millsap. No, you don't have to watch the replay. We'll tell you right now. It's a cardboard oatmeal box.
Yeah.
She
so we're
said,
just using...
she's like, what are you stapling tin for?
Oh, it's not tin, it's cardboard, and we're gonna make a wall pocket. So I think I'm gonna go ahead. I don't even know if I have a right kind of hole puncher. I was trying to find a regular one. I found this one. I think it's a hole puncher, but it's like not lining up with the hole though. Maybe that's why I got it at the thrift store, huh?
All right, let's see. Let me do a little catch up. I gotta take my glasses off. Kathleen O'Brien Huvis, I wonder if a large one could be made out of a cardboard box. Not sure how to roll it without creasing. I guess in theory you could.
In theory, yes.
Pamela Culpadere, I like the cardboard best, but I hammered my cans on the garage floor with a hammer. I do staple my cardboard also. Shannon Booth said she's bummed she missed the auction. It's okay. We're going to do a minimum of 4. So we got 3 more to go.
Yeah, we have 3 more scheduled. I think we're going to do them though, because we said we were going to schedule. This is what we anticipated. We anticipated the first one having like
4 or 5 people.
4 or 5 people, right? And not really selling anything. And so we scheduled every Friday. We have 3 more Fridays now that we scheduled, thinking by the time we get to the 4th Friday, we'd actually have enough people. But we sold all but 2 things last Friday.
And one of them didn't sell because I broke it.
Yeah.
On camera, live, which you get to watch, me be an idiot.
And David runs the auction, you guys. I'm just there helping.
Karen Moyer says you could do a cereal box, a Jell-O box for smaller, even toilet paper rolls for little.
Yep.
So
super fun. I like this one. I like the height of it because like right now there's a lot of lavender, and lavender would be really pretty in this, right? And that's why I'm really leaning towards the warm colors, because I think like that warm oranges against the lavender would just be so pretty. And I have 2 molds out. I have the, I'm gonna set this aside and let that chill out for a few minutes. I have this one. The olive crest mold is still my favorite because we have this beautiful laurel, and we could even use the crest too. But I do have the new oak leaf and acorns mold from ILD, so we can add a little fall flavor to our project. So I'm gonna use a traditional olive, this is like an olive branch laurel, but I think I just want to add a few of the small oak leaves and acorns just to make it fall. Now, my problem a little bit here is I didn't realize until I started that I don't have a lot of resin. I'm so sad. I thought this bottle was full for some reason, but it is not. So let's start with the laurel first, and then we'll see what we can get out of the acorns. And now I'm looking for my resin cup.
all right, on YouTube, I'm jumping between them. So guys, if you have a question, post it. I'll get to it. I promise. Brendan, I said that. Cindy Nygaard is here from Staten Island, and Linda Barraza, Colorado, and Verla McDonald from Quincy, Illinois. Why do I know Quincy? Because my high school beat your high school for the state basketball championship. We were 6A back then in 1979.
My high school beat your high school in 1979.
I'm guessing Verla McDonald was not in high school then. I'm guessing Verla was probably not even born then, based on her photo, on her profile. But I was a junior.
I am fired, baby. I don't see my resin cup.
It's got to be there somewhere.
I know.
Amanda Velderman and Angie Champagne, Shannon Booth all say comics would do well on Whatnot. You just have to put them in the proper category. I'm going to take a run at it.
We're going to see what happens.
Yep.
Okay, you guys.
Kathleen Huvis says, great ideas. We have so many cardboard boxes. Just thinking recycling. I agree. We get a lot of them too. Let's see. David, what do you mean you don't have any nighttime stuff? I bet there are papers to fold. 500. I did 505 yesterday.
Oh my gosh, you guys. So I have a contractor who comes to help me. Dan does such a good job. And I just said
Well,
in
he's
passing,
retired, right?
He is. He's retired. I said in passing, I really appreciate having Dan. He does such a good job. So David comes back from the warehouse today and he's like, I have I counted the papers I folded yesterday.
Well, you said Dan folded 500 yesterday. Well, David folded 505. I didn't mean to. It just came out that way, but I'm proud.
Oh no, because you went on to say, so when you're bragging about Dan, don't forget that I folded a lot of papers too.
That's all I'm saying. I don't have any nighttime city council meetings or anything like that, which is great. Or any of the boards that I sit on. So I love fourth week because fourth week there's nothing.
I apologize for standing in front of the camera, you guys. I'm just looking for my resin cup.
Chris Schmidt says, David, throw a few things in, see how they sell. I really don't want to do that on Royce's because there are categories on whatnot, and I don't think anybody, first of all, I don't think it would be a successful sale. Second of all, I think I'd be undercutting what I could get.
Oh, if you did it. Oh, here it is. You know what we could do? I have an idea.
I think we should do a Wednesday.
What if, because I have so much ephemera, I could list some of my ephemera and you could list your stuff because it's still paper.
I don't want people to cut it up.
It could, because you're going to put comics when you list it. So I'm going to list the sale under a category, but each individual item is listed under its own category. So we could still list comics, but I think if I have ephemera and comics, we'll get a mixed audience. I think it'll be good.
All right, we can try it. We'll do that maybe on a Wednesday.
Okay.
All right.
So,
let's see. Sandy Paget, the tubes transfers come in.
oh yeah.
Do not toss those out when they're empty.
I don't.
Those are good for posters.
Because those are ones you took to Monica, remember?
Yep.
Because I was like, these are just too good to just throw them away.
Yep.
So you guys, I have some mica powder from Amy Howard. This one, I believe, the names are on the side and they come off. I forget what it was, but this is like a dark metallic. It's not black. It's like an almost black brown. It's a beautiful color. And then of course this one is copper. So I thought that we could dust the laurel with the bronze color. That's what it is, a bronze color. And then I could use the copper on some of the leaves, depending on how much resin I have left. So let's go ahead and dust our laurel first with the bronze. And I'm gonna wait to paint the color, to choose a color for the can until after we have everything on it. And then we'll pick a color and we'll paint. I feel like I'm gonna run out of time.
I don't know what time it is.
I kept adding elements to this project. Y'all, I struggle with simple.
It's about 5:40, I'm guessing.
Okay.
Because my tablet, for whatever reason, is not synced to the real time.
I know, that is so weird.
So weird. That's
You're
how
in
old
another
it is.
dimension, baby. That's what it is.
Exactly. Karen Moyer said, I watched a bunch of Whatnot over the weekend to see how it works because I hadn't been signed up all the way when we were on to be able to bid, so got it working. Yikes. Found some good stuff. Got to stay off of there.
Yes. I took my little $15 over there that I got from Sammy from Unicorn Dust, and I spent my $15, and I also spent some of my money on my first auction.
Rima Becerra put the link up. Thank you, Rima.
Thank you, Rima. Thank you so much.
Whatnot.com/Roycycled15.
Oh, that's for Whatnot. And there's a link to, that must be the one for
$15.
And let me see.
And Karen Moyer went, ooh, ephemera.
I have, you guys, legitimately, I have a dresser, and it's a MCM dresser. It's one of the short ones. It's wide. What does it have? 4 rows of drawers. We use it like a bureau in the living room, but it's a dresser, and it is full of nothing but ephemera. And so my collections have kind of taken over a little bit. So I'm willing to part with some of it, not all of it.
Kathleen O'Brien Hoover says, do you have clay you can use?
You know what? This is my problem with clay. I buy clay and then I keep it for an eternity, and then I have clay, but it's not very pliable. I'm looking at some right now that I bought, but it's so hot in my workshop that it's just not, it's not good. And so when I get ready to use my clay, it's never good.
Cindy
Where is my
Crowder
star
said,
stick?
just finished making dinner, hopped on. Love the molds. Went to Calliope's July Jolly Christmas event yesterday. It was really nice. Cool.
And let's see, you guys know I love the silicone cups. These work so well when you're pouring resin, especially if you're working on like really tiny bits, like the Harper mold with the letters. A lot of people get discouraged with it. And part of it is that you don't have control. This gives you a lot of control. Although if you over pour on the Harper mold, you guys, you can pop it out and trim it really easy and you can still use them. But this does give you more control. And if you're pouring, I think that our inclination is to use less resin if we're gonna be pouring something really tiny. But when you do that, it's super helpful because if you have a lot of resin, it's gonna heat up real fast and it's gonna cure really fast. So if you're working on something really tiny and intricate, just pour exactly what you need, like a little bit, because the less resin you have, the less heat it's gonna make in your cup, and you'll actually get like an extra few minutes. Just as a little tip. So let's see. I think I have enough to do what I want to do. Let's see. We'll see what happens.
So on YouTube, Verla McDonald said, just to prove that Dave was right, she was not in high school when my high school beat her high school, because she's 10 years older than me. But she looked good in the picture. I'm just saying. That's if you were born when you say you were born, girl, you got to give everybody your
secret.
Yeah, because holy moly. Good on you, I believe is what the Australians say.
I'm gonna go ahead and dust this, you guys, because I always I have a feeling I'm gonna have a little bit more than I need for there. So I'm gonna go ahead and dust these two because I'm gonna use the little kind of fiddly bits for this project, not the big ones. And if you're hearing noise in the background, that is my grandson singing. So oh, they can't hear.
Yeah, I got my mic turned up.
And I think bronze and silver are
One, two,
reed
one,
ball,
two.
right? I mean bronze and copper.
All right, can you say hi to everybody?
Hi everybody.
And what's your name?
No.
You don't know?
Stop me.
Are you Tiana?
No.
Who are you? What's your name?
Sorry, Grandpa, he's not playing.
I know. He got to talk once. He got to talk once. That's all he
That's
cared
all
about.
you get.
Are you singing?
Okay, sorry you guys. So again, I'm just using mica powder. These are Amy Howard's mica powders, but you can use whatever you have on your craft space will be fine. When you dust it, it does look different. It's not gonna be the same as when you paint with metallics. It's like a matte finish. It's interesting. I love it personally. And look, my marks on my cups are fading away, y'all. I'm struggling over here to see them. So I'm gonna go ahead and make 40. Oh man, I poured too much. That's 25. Oh Lord. We'll see what happens. I have plenty of places to pour though, if anything goes down.
All right. That was you. You got serenaded by Damar, everybody. Which, by the way, he never used to do. What? Yeah, you can play it. Yeah, you can play it. You want to do a different one?
I really want my silicone stir stick. I am fired, y'all. I can't find nothing right now.
Let's do this one.
Okay. All right.
I think I took them inside to wash them.
Sharon Valencia says hello.
Hey Sharon, did George bring you the paint, Sharon?
Let's see. Shannon Booth, whatnot, very addicting. Angie Champagne, time to sell that ephemeral, Royce. CC's Goods, what is whatnot? And it's WHAT. And Amanda Velderman says, like eBay, but the auctions are usually 10 to 30 seconds and live, which I really like.
Yeah,
because the prices don't go squirrely. But the other thing that I think is really, really important is that we can't cancel the sale.
Yeah.
Like eBay, sometimes on eBay, yes, you could do that. On eBay, someone will, if they don't get the price they like, they just say, yeah, no, I'm withdrawing it. And it's like, no, you take what you get.
Yeah.
So I like it. We don't put stuff up for big prices. What was the biggest price you put up? $5 to start?
There was one $10 one. That was the highest bid, but no, most of it was $3, $5.
When I do my comics will probably be in the dollar range. My action figures will probably be 15 to 20.
Yeah.
But
and that's the lowest bid.
Yeah.
So how much it actually sells for depends on who's in the room.
Right. And I don't want to start anything too little because I'd like to recover my cost.
Yes.
But I also don't want to break people.
Yes.
And that eBay breaks people. So, okay, let's see. Pamela Crossman, didn't realize that I could dust the mold before I poured resin in. Can't wait to see how they turn out.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Lisa Vancil, I don't have enough room on my phone for another app.
Girl, I'm with you. My phone keeps offloading my apps, and then when I go to use them, I have to wait until it downloads.
Good job. Thank you very much. High five.
And you guys, the Stencil Lab class is on Wednesday. So tomorrow I'll be, I don't know if I want to say debuting. There's 4 stencils, and I'll be sharing those with you guys tomorrow. I have shipped out to retailers. Some of them have them, some of them don't. It's my fault, but some of them don't. But the Stencil Lab class starts on Wednesday, and that's with myself and Lexi Grinzer. It's going to be a 3-hour live session. If you cannot make it to the live class, you will be able to watch the replays for 30 days. The replays will be cleaned up too, so it won't be a 3-hour replay.
I was trying to hit the applause when you were saying, got 4 stencils and then Lexi, but somebody else was pushing buttons at the same time. So there was music, there was crickets, there was a little bit of everything.
Oh, thank you, Damar. You guys see how my resin is thickening up? I'm running out of time. I gotta move faster.
Lisa Vancil, David, you want people to enjoy your comics and action figures as much as you do? Yes. Yes, I really want people to fill in their collections.
Yeah, I know.
And I want some money so I can fill in my collection. There's a couple things I really, really want to buy, and we're on a buying moratorium right now.
It's killing me too. There's a local guy who he lives in New York, and he comes down periodically, and he cleans out his dad's a shopper like me, but he has barns. Oh my gosh, he's posting such good stuff this week, and it's killing me. I told him, you're killing me, Smalls. And he's like, well, you can buy it, but I can't.
Susan Glazer, Golden Age comics? Yes, no, I wish, I will put up a couple of Golden Age books. I have a couple that I have, they're in bad condition, but I have a couple of Golden Age from the 40s, and I think from the 50s. I don't have many, but I'll put a few up.
It looks like we'll be able to add some little flourishes. Not as much as I want, maybe. We'll see. Maybe I'll mix a little bit more so things can be symmetrical. These 2 are symmetrical, I think. We'll see what happens. And so let's let those cure. I thought I was going to maybe use the new ribbon from Iron Orchid Design. This is so pretty, but not tonight. We'll play with this one another night. Let's decide on paper, huh?
I know we are struggling with sound, so I apologize.
Well, they can't hear them on my mic.
They can hear them on mine.
I know.
Because I can.
We're gonna need something to put along here too. So the como se dice, the staples are poking through right here. So that's why we're gonna put a mold or something along here, maybe I can use ribbon. What do you guys think?
Vanessa San Antonio is back. We've missed her. Hi, Vanessa.
Hi, Vanessa. Oh Lord. If this chair falls, you cannot laugh.
I did post Damar.
Oh, I know. When he said, oh Lord.
So last night, he was walking back and forth into his room in the living room. and he got he was getting ready for bed, and he looked up and he went, "I forgot my pillow. Oh Lord."
Grandma is a good influence. I don't know if I just want that. Maybe I want to put a couple of these instead. I think I like that better than just a straight border. I'm complicating things for myself, you guys, but it's okay.
All right, people are saying it's okay. Lisa Vancil, love the sound of grandbabies. Marty Hardy, love hearing that sweet voice. Lori Stanley Henderson, the sound of a child is music to my ears. Rita Burnett, it's okay, he makes it fun. I guess unlike you, who doesn't, Royce. I know, I'm just causing trouble.
I know.
Karen Moyer, I love hearing that little voice. Makes me nostalgic for when mine were little, they always sang. And Kimberly Fox Sawalik says, are you a Pent Art affiliate?
I am not a Pent Art affiliate. Oh man, I thought that was going to be more closer to being done. I touched it. I am not an affiliate for anything right now.
He just did a test because he heard Grandpa going crazy earlier. He just went 1, 2, 1, 2.
He's like pushing a bunch of
I know, but I got him turned down.
Oh, okay.
None of it's coming over.
So I'm trying to think of what I can do while we're waiting.
Okay.
Because I really don't want to decide on which
Turn 'em
paper
off.
design we're going to do until I guess we can kind of see.
Turn them off.
Because it's more wide than tall,
Good.
right? When we put
Okay.
on Laurel.
Let's have
so
some
this is kind of
popcorn.
going to be the shape that we have. So when we're making our decision, I almost feel like I want to do the birdies, but they're more vertical. But I think if we stick something right here, it'll still be fine. Oh, Lord. I just got resin on my paper. That resin is taking a little longer to set up than it should. Of course, that's the small end. I might have to shoot that with my heat gun and make it speed up a little bit. But I'm gonna go ahead and just cut out this portion right here because I think that's what I wanna use. There is a barnyard, oh Lord. There is a master board that's coming out with this next collection. I did experiment a little bit. I'm curious to see if you guys are gonna like what I did. I'm always nervous when I release new designs. I will say that this time I did do a lot of things just for me. I probably could have decoupaged the whole thing, huh?
Kathleen O'Brien Hoover says that bird is fantastic. The first one with the long beak. Does anybody know what kind of bird it is?
I think it's, I don't know. Does anybody know what kind of bird it is? Because I do like him too. He's pretty fantastic.
Lisa Regal says, do you like clay or resin? I guess, which do you prefer?
I use resin more often than I use clay, I'll be honest. Usually if I'm doing something really intricate with a lot of molds, I'll use clay. But most of the time I use resin.
Anna Pierce says, is the new paper launched yet?
Not yet. I haven't even showed it to my retailers yet. So I'm trying to wait until I know when it's going to be here to make any announcements.
Lisa Vancil, Royce, you should check out the silicone canning measuring cups. Maybe they're a little different from the ones you use, maybe.
Are they different than these, Lisa? Because I love these silicone measuring cups.
Barbara Garrels, my youngest grand is 17, and Barbara's about to become a great grand.
Congratulations.
Also known as a Gigi.
Yes, a great grand. I have a friend of mine, and her great grands call her Gigi.
Flea says that's a Roadrunner.
Okay, Flea, I thought it was a Roadrunner, but I wasn't sure, so I didn't want to say.
Vintage Retail Therapy by Mara just popped in
Mara.
to say hi.
How are you, Miss Mara?
Although Billy Keir thinks it's a kookaburra. Kimberly Fox Sawalik says, I'm looking for a paint I can use on glass, but light can stop show through.
You know what, Mara, if you're still here, put your link up, because Mara has a lot of Pent Art products, and knowing because they have so many products, they probably have something for glass.
Susan Glazer, my dad was a cartoonist who had some of his work in Captain Marvel Jr. Oh, I think I remember this. Marvel Family, Marvel Adventure in the 40s. Humor filler pages, not superhero. I don't care. That meant he was in the biggest selling comic books ever. Captain Marvel outsold Superman at one point.
So this was the bronze. You guys, I mean, this was the copper. So I dusted the mold before I poured the resin. And then this was the bronze. I think I'm gonna paint the bronze. I want a little bit more metallic-y than came out with the dusting. But you guys will see how it's just more like mellow, right? It's not super shiny when you dust. So it isn't the same as when you paint with the metallic, but I do think it's beautimous. And I'm popping mine out while my resin is still fairly malleable so that I can have it be flexible enough to do what I want it to do. This little end is just taking its time. See how my shape is irregular, so I want to work on it while my pieces are still flexible. And I think my birds are gonna fit inside of there really nicely.
I would have been talking just then, but I was chewing on a graham cracker and did not want everybody to hear crunching. Just trying to be fair.
Trying to be fair. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue. I wanna paint it real quick. I think I can. I'm gonna paint it really quickly. If it starts getting stiff, I can cheat and hit it with my heat gun. But all I have to do is take some of this mica powder and mix it with some clear coat to make a metallic paint. And that's the case for any mica powder. Now, what kind of metallic paint you're gonna get depends on how fine your mica powder is ground. So if it's like ground into like larger bits, you'll get something that looks more like glitter. But if it's ground up really fine, you'll get like a legitimate metallic paint, which is always cool. And I usually try to mix exactly what I'm gonna use because it's hard to really save it, like once you mix it. So I will generally just mix what I'm gonna use.
Tony Baldessera Webb says, do you have to seal those molds now?
I don't have to. The metallic is inside of the resin, so it's already sealed. I don't have to. But if I sealed them, they would be shinier, right? So they would look more like metallic-y. But I want to show you guys the difference. So this is the bronze in the mold. That's what it looks like. If I paint it though, I think I'm just going to dry brush it. I'm not going to do a solid because I think that's going to be fabulous. But you can see that when it's painted, it looks more metallic than it does when it's dusted. But I think if you layer the effects, it's beautiful. I mixed way too much, way more than I needed.
So Myra put her link in, although I don't see it. Thankfully, Lisa Vansel replied to it, so you can see the link.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea why. Myra put it in. Not a clue.
You know, Mara, the memories from Tennessee came up in my feed. It has been, oh, I forgot. I think it was 7 years? 6 years, 7 years? I think it was 7 years. That's when I met Mara's, when I went to Tennessee to go to James.
I remember that.
To Angela's, I mean.
Yep.
And I think it's so funny, Mara. So I go to Tennessee, right? And Mara and I go live because we're out shopping at the 127 sale, I think it's what it's called. And we go live, and we have some local folks here who followed Mara. They didn't even know I was on Facebook. And they're like, oh my gosh, I saw you on Facebook with Mara. I thought that was funny. Oh, that is so gorgeous. I love that so much. Isn't that just beautiful? It looks like it could be metal, right? So I wanted to paint that first because I don't want to get that on my paper. Okay,
Karen Moyer says, use the extra to dry brush over the acorns.
I kind of want the acorns to, I don't know, Karen, we'll see, maybe. Because I was thinking I was going to dry brush some copper on the acorns. Yeah. because that's how it looks all over the copper. I guess it looks okay, but I had a vision in my mind. I need to find something, a way to use that though. I mix too much. Let's see, where's my Tite Bond? You guys know I love my Tite Bond Quick and Thick. And I love it because it gets tacky really quickly, and so my stuff like stays put. It's not sliding around forever like it does with other glues. And once it's dried, it's stuck. And I'm putting on like, I want my glue to be spread around everywhere, but I don't want a ton of glue oozing out everywhere. So I'm kind of putting like a really thin layer everywhere though. And you guys will see that I don't have any glue really close to the edges, because I know when I set it down and I put pressure on it, it's gonna kind of go out to my edges. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue this first. That way I can figure out how I need to trim my paper. And if your resin starts getting stiff, you can cheat and just use your heat gun to kind of heat it back up to make it malleable again. And this works until it's set. Now once it like if you leave it for a couple of weeks, it'll get a little bit malleable, but it's not gonna like get as loose as it will if you do it right away, if that makes sense.
Angie Champagne says, why not put the paper down first?
I don't want to get paint on my paper, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna cheat because this is an intricate design. I don't know, Angie, you may be right. We'll see what happens. I kept going back and forth on how I was going to do it. Oops, are you okay? No, thank you. Did he go before we started?
We did tinkle.
Okay. Okay.
But I'm watching how we're walking.
Oh, that's not centered. No.
You know what? I'm going to say goodnight to everybody, and me and the man are going in. I will talk to everybody later. Can you say see you later? Nope.
Later.
Nope, hold on. Here.
Is he done?
I think so.
See you later.
All right. Nope. We're all done. That's it. Let's go inside. Nope, not that one.
I don't know, Karen. If I would have done it before, I would have a lot more wiggle room, wouldn't I? Okay, I will be in, gentlemen.
You take your time. I'm just watching how we're moving.
Yeah. I don't know how this is going to work out, you guys, but I'm going to cut it over a little bit of where I think it should be. Karen, you may be right. I probably should have did it before I glued it, huh? Maybe. See, this is my quandary is, if I try to cut it before, I don't know how accurate I'll be able to be. It's too late. It's okay. It will work out. And my laurel is off, but I'm going to pretend like it isn't. I know. We try to get him to hang out with us, but there's only so long he can go in here with his boring grandma talking to her imaginary friends. We'll score the paper and figure it out, and then we'll lay it down. It'll be okay. What color should I paint this, you guys? I hadn't decided on that yet. Like the outside of the can. Should I leave it white? Should I paint it like green? That would be pretty. It looks straight from there. Thank you. But this laurel is one of my favorites. This, and this is an older mold, but the olive crest mold is one of my favorites. I love it so much. But I figured we'd add some fall elements to this by adding the copper and our acorns. So I'm gonna mix a little bit of my copper. We're gonna let that sit and chill for a few minutes. And let's mix less this time because I mixed way too much the last time. And you guys, I'm using a silicone mat here, and I love this mat so much. It comes in a roll, and it's a 10-foot roll. It's like 10 by 10 foot, and I think it's 12 inches tall. And you just cut off however much you're gonna need. And I use it now. I use it for a palette. I use it on my craft desk. I've yet to find anything that won't wash off of it, you know, that sticks to it. My resin pops off. Everything pops right off of it, and I'm able to clean it super easy and use it again. It's my new favorite. And I want to say it's like 20 bucks for a whole roll. And if you're someone who does workshops, you can just buy a roll and cut off like, you know, 12-inch segments for your class. I love it so much. Celestine says, green. What are we making this evening? Hey, how are you? Fornication, I haven't seen you for a while. We are making a wall pocket using an oatmeal box. So it's easier than smashing a can, right? So I'm gonna take this and do the same thing we did with the bronze and just dry brush it right over the top. And so these are the same colors, right? We dusted the mold, and then we're also dry brushing. And so I just think that that gives it a lot of dimension, and it doesn't just look flat. That is so pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and dust all of these with the copper, and then we'll figure out where we're gonna put them. Or maybe we should wait until after we paint to put these down. Let's paint first. And so I prefer using resin in my molds, but some people prefer hot glue. Some people prefer using clay. And I heard somebody, I haven't tried this yet, but I heard somebody say the other day that if you, if I were to pour my resin molds and then put the whole thing in the freezer, that I would be able to pull it out and it would still be malleable. So it's almost like freezing it stops the process, which kind of makes sense because the heat is what helps the resin cure. But I haven't tried that yet, so I don't know. It's Dollar Tree time. Bye, Mara. Thank you for stopping by. Okay. You guys think that's enough? Maybe I should use these pieces. I'm gonna have to pour some more because it's gonna drive me crazy if it's not symmetrical. We'll see. But what do you guys think? I think that copper with the brushed copper over the top is so pretty. And so the difference, I'm gonna go ahead, this one had the dark on it, so I'm gonna go ahead and paint the whole thing. And you guys can kind of get a sense of the difference that you get of when you dust your molds as opposed to when you actually paint them. It's a lot shinier when you paint them than it is when you just dust them. But I think both are beautiful though. Let's see. Is that Bella? Is asking what is the liquid I'm using. I'm using Roycycled's 1 hour enamel, but you can use any water-based sealer that you have. So if you have whatever you use to seal your paint, if it's water-based, you can mix it with your mica powder to create a paint. Thank you, Chris. Oh, you've been babysitting on Sundays? I know that's why David had to leave, because we have the grands. We have them tonight. So he got a little bit too antsy. I guess I didn't pack enough snacks. He said I couldn't buy him off with snacks. I'm still dry brushing. I'm just going along the edges and making sure that everything is covered. There are some places like on the top right here where there's a little bit of the white showing through. So I'm just brushing that and making sure. I love this. Isn't that just so beautiful? This is one of the new molds from IOD. Okay, let's get to decoupaging. What time is it? Oh, Lord. I thought I could finish this start to finish in the time we had. I always think I have more time than I do. Okay. I kind of want to save that stamp so I can cut it off and bring it back. And I'm going to do the same thing I always do, is run my nail around here and score it so that I know where to trim. And I know there's little decorative bits in here, so I'm going to trim a little, I'm going to leave an overhang when I trim. So I leave room to be able to go back and lay down those decorative bits, if that makes sense. Especially right here. I better mark that one, because that's a big one. And I'm being super careful to hold my paper so it doesn't shift while I'm making these marks on my paper. So you guys see how I was able to score that all the way around. So when I trim it, I'm still going to trim along the outside of that line, leaving some space. Because I can always go back in with my X-Acto knife and make a final trim. I'm nervous about this one because I can't see it clearly. We'll see what happens. And if it's not perfect, I can always go in with paint, right? And so I have these little silicone cups, you guys. I love them because I'm able to pour my product in these, and they come with lids. So you can keep your product for a long time. I have it sitting for weeks before it starts drying up. And even when it dries up, you can just squeeze it and pop it right out, and it comes completely clean. And so I've been using these to keep my product in. And I probably should have put these further apart, and I could have put a cluster of acorns at the top, huh? Now, when I'm putting this product down, I want to be super careful not to get it anywhere where I don't want the paper to stick. And I'm going to just mist this so that my paper will stretch out and I won't have to worry about any wrinkles. How many of you guys have signed up for the stencil lab? I am super excited. Lexi's projects are so awesome, and she's going to be showing us how to paint glass because, you know, we already have some stencils, like the cloche, right? And that's just a clue on one of the projects. And you guys know I'm gonna be working with. Where do you get the containers? You know what, Cindy? You can look on my Amazon shop. I'm gonna put a QR code up. This is my Amazon shop, and any of the supplies you guys see me using, the resin, the silicone cups, my silicone mats, you can find listed in my Amazon shop. I only list things in my shop that I actually use and that I know that works. So you guys can click over there and find some of my stuff that I use. And if you're looking for the molds, you can find them on my shop at roycycled.equid.com. And so this is gonna be like a, not a dry fit, but this is gonna be like a rough fit, right? And I'll let this dry, and then after it's dry, I'll come in and trim it so that it's perfect. I should have done this when the paper was dry. But anywhere where I have a tear or it's not perfect, I'm just gonna cheat and I will match that paint as closely as possible, and I'll add some paint. And if any of you tried matching your paint since you took the crafting and color class? I'm curious. Because I'm hoping that you got a lot out of that class. And I think I just got some stuff on this leaf. Let me wipe that off. I'm gonna leave it alone before I mess up. So I'm gonna let this dry, and then I'll come around and I'll clip my edges and I'll get them tied down perfectly. But there was a stamp on this piece, where'd it go? That I wanna keep. So I'm just gonna go around it. And it's gonna also help me balance this out, right? Because it's kind of lopsided with the birds on just the one side. And the paper is so thin that once it dries, you're not even going to be able to tell that I layered that right there on the top. And there was another piece, but that's going to be too big. Maybe I can cheat and just keep like a part of it. I do not know why I love scientific labels. I guess it's my whole apothecary thing that I like. I think it's interesting that they come out with the name Dark Academia, and it just defines my style so perfectly, but it's been my style for a long time. I'm just gonna put the piece of that. And I'll trim that later too when I trim the rest of the paper. Oh, oh my gosh, how are you? You guys wanna see my grandbaby, the other one? Can I show her?
Yeah, we've come to crash your life.
They're coming to crash my live. Oh my gosh, you guys. Let me see. Oh,
She has a tummy ache.
does she have a tummy ache? Oh, look at her. Isn't she so precious? She is so precious. Oh my goodness. Are you giving your mommy a hard time? Dom said you might be back tonight.
Yeah, I brought him food. I was gonna stop by here first, and then I was like, oh, I better go take his food.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hi, Tiana. How are you? You are just looking everywhere now, aren't you? Yeah? Are you good and nosy now? Yeah? And she's 4 weeks now, huh?
She's like a month and a week.
Is it a month and a week? Oh my goodness. You guys see, isn't he perfect? Isn't he perfect? Oh, okay, okay, okay. Oh, oh, oh. Grandma. I have no No dinners. My dinner is expired. I have nothing. I have powdered milk.
Loaded.
Oh, you're loaded and ready to go? I'm almost done. Are you going to stick around for a little bit?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
go give it to her grandpa so I can warm this bottle.
Okay. I'll be in a few minutes. Sorry, y'all. I got to go now. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Bye.
We're going to finish up. We're going to get closer to finish. I don't think we're going to be able to finish today, though. It's already 6:23. Oh, Lisa, this one was a lot easier to create, too, because I didn't have to do anything. So Marie's asking if you can still mist the paper if you're using the iron-on method. That's an interesting question, Marie. I don't think you need to mist the paper if you're doing an iron-on method, because the whole purpose of the iron-on method is to not introduce moisture, and that's why you don't get wrinkles. The reason that you mist it with the traditional method is because what you're doing essentially is you're pre-stretching the paper, but when it dries, it's just going to shrink back. So I would say no, you still don't want to mist it with the iron-on method. I know, right? You don't. Mine's broke. Are you guys coming back?
We were watching,
Oh, okay.
and we saw somebody make an appearance.
Oh, we saw Tiana, so now he wants to come back.
We got to sit down.
Oh my goodness.
And it's not hold in, it's hold her.
Yes, her. And I don't even know if I have my, you guys should see how many containers I have. So I have this container, right, that's full of like random stuff. And I have a crock over here that's full of like random stuff. And I have a big crock. I mean, but do you think any of them have an X-Acto knife? Oh, she's hungry.
Yeah, mommy's warming up the
I know, she told me.
Okay. Okay. Let Grandpa stand up. Okay.
You guys have no dinner. She is not ready.
Well, I think Grandpa's got to stand up so we can rock him out.
Oh. Give her her binky, baby.
Tamara even put it in. She's not having it. Tamara's being so helpful. He's trying. He is.
Okay, Annette, I would love to see that. Annette said she made some Christmas ornaments using toilet paper rolls and ILD molds.
Let's go in by mommy.
I know, that's the newborn cry. You guys recognize. You know, we moms, we recognize a different kind of cries, right? The hungry cry, the mad cry, the hurt cry. They're different. Now I don't know where to put my acorns because I feel like I need to pour them again. Like if I did like this, that would be cool. But it needs to be symmetrical, so I need to have another one. So I might wait, and I'll just have to show you guys a picture. But I still need to do something with this down here. I think if I did these, that would be pretty, as opposed to just doing a straight mold right across. What do you guys think? I vote yes. And so what this means is I thought I'd be able to finish this from start to finish today. I was delusional. I think we're going to be done for tonight. And then next week we will come together and we will finish together. How's that, you guys? Because I'm seeing hello from Santa Barbara on my screen too, which means that YouTube is like recirculating old comments. I don't know why it does that. But we can finish this together. That way we can see the exact steps that I'm going to take to be able to trim this. It'll be completely dry. I will go ahead and we'll pour our molds together. I'll wait and we can, oh, this one will be nice too. The flourish mold would be pretty too. This one will be nice on the bottom. Put that one on the bottom. Maybe if I had this one on the bottom and then like these on either side, that would be really pretty. I think inside of my membership, I have so much stuff that I want to do. I think we're going to do like look at molds. And like, if you look at old architecture drawings, you can see how they intended. Like there's a system. It's not just random. You have swags and you have buttons and you have ornaments. And like there's a system to be able to use them effectively depending on what you're doing. We'll see if my membership is up for that, because I think they're tied in my academic approach. I always go deep diving on them. I know I'm gonna go because I have my babies here. I have not seen my granddaughter all week because I've been so swamped. But you guys, be sure and come and join me tomorrow. I'm gonna make an event and I'll invite you guys. I'm gonna reveal the new Roycycled stencils. I'm super excited about them. I'm hoping you guys will like them. We made stencils based on kind of what we would like to create, and we hope you guys would like to create them too. So tomorrow at 12 o'clock, I'm going to reveal all of the stencils. The stencil lab class is a class where we teach you guys like tips and tricks to using your stencils, but also like processes that you can implement to take your stencils to the next level. And so Lexi will be teaching 2 projects and I will be doing 2 projects. And when I say projects, I mean complete projects from start to finish. So together there'll be 4 projects. It'll be a 3-hour live. After we're done, my assistant will be taking the 3-hour live and breaking it up into videos. And we'll be organizing it based on the project and also on the methods that we use in each project. So when you go back to look at the replay, you can find what you need. And if you buy the base price, you'll have access to those replays for 30 days on your own private dashboard. If you upgrade to VIP, you'll have 1 year access to the replays. You'll have a workbook, and Lexi and I will be scheduling a couple of group calls so you guys can come in a few weeks after the class. So if you start a project and you've run into a snafu or you have a question, you can hop into the live Zoom call and visit with us, or you guys can come into the Facebook group and you can ask questions anytime. The Facebook group will be open until the end of August. We will be having challenges every week. One of the prizes is like a set of Posca pins. I bought one of these rolls as one of the prizes. So I have multiple prizes each week, and all you have to do is share what you've made. It's not a competition, so we'll present you guys with a new challenge every week, and anybody who participates in the challenge has a chance to win a prize. And the Facebook group will be open until the end of August. So you guys, if you haven't registered for the class, make sure that you hop on and register. If you're on YouTube, here's a QR code for Stencil Lab 102. I think, good evening. There's a link on top of my Facebook page, although I'll put another link for those of you who haven't registered yet. I forgot how fun it was when we did it the first time. Lexi and I also did an interview this past Wednesday, and the replay is available on my page. Yes, Chris, noon Pacific Standard Time. Thank you, Chris. So tomorrow, noon Pacific Standard Time, I'll be showing the new stencils. And of course, inside of the Stencil Lab 102, we'll be showing you guys ideas for how to use the new stencils. And when we show you guys ideas, they're like non-traditional ideas, right? So I'm not gonna show you just how to like stencil. We're gonna be doing some super cool activities with the stencils so that you guys can see kind of what the opportunities are. But thank you so much. I know you love the chatter. For joining us tonight. I know it was a busy night. It's just family. You guys know, family first. That's just how we roll around here. But we will see you guys. Well, I'll see you guys tomorrow. So I'll see you guys tomorrow during our live. And then I'll see you Wednesday night during the Stencil Lab 102 course. And my membership, I'll be posting a new video on Thursday. I got a busy week, y'all. A busy week. And then on Friday, David will be live on Whatnot, and we'll be auctioning off some more stuff, primarily things that you can use to make stuff. So if you guys see makers like using upcycled items to create really cool stuff, and you either don't have a good thrift store or you don't have power tools, you can come. Last year we sold some of unfinished trees. We sold some boxes we had made out of my scrapwood pile. So we'll have more of those items. I'll have more vintage items to sell. And then a few of my made items will also be in the auction. So we have a busy week. But Thank you guys so much for joining us. And of course, as always, you guys know that there isn't anything I've done here tonight that you guys cannot absolutely do. You can do this. You can do it today. We'll see you guys